Up next, fishermen in Lambeau claim that since the Gulfstream oil spill occurred on February 7th, fish has been scarce. However, authorities are reluctant to admit whether the oil spill has negatively impacted marine life in a major way. In the meantime, those responsible for the oil spill remain exclusive, and it is fishermen in Lambeau whose losses continue to mount. In this special report published with the support of the Caribbean Climate Justice Journalism Fellowship, which is joint venture of Climate Tracker and the Open Society Foundations, Kandace Jackson explores the impact of the oil spill on the marine environment.
Walking along this little stretch of beach in Lambeau, it's hard to imagine that only 3 months ago it was coated in thick, black, pungent bunker fuel.
The current state of the shoreline is a testament to the individuals who worked tirelessly to clean up the oil. However, for the fishermen, the nightmare is far from over. Lambeau is known for its quality and variety of fish, which are abundant in the waters close to shore, such as flying fish.
Kingfish, barracuda, kuvali, carite, salmon, snapper, grouper, shark, ocean gear. You're catching them, you're catching fish good.
This is because the community is bordered by several coral reefs and the Petitrew mangrove, which attract many fish and other marine creatures. However, since February 7th, the Cove Coral Reef has been impacted by a capsized vessel that leaked bunker fuel for several weeks, affecting 15 kilometers of coastline, including the mangrove. With no one claiming ownership of the vessel, local authorities were forced to take action to contain and clean up the oil themselves. One of the immediate concerns was the health of the fish in the area.
The Fisheries Department under the Tobago House of Assembly has been monitoring the situation and assured that the population of fish remains healthy and mostly unaffected.
However, they are unable to investigate what is happening on the reef because while experts are extracting the remainder of the bunker fuel, a 500-meter restriction zone is in place. Coral reef ecologist with the Institute of Marine Affairs, Dr. Anjani Ganesh, admitted that they too are unable to get in and properly assess the situation.
We still have to wait and see the extent of damage. The impact of mangroves and coral reefs are nurseries to juvenile fish species, some of which are commercially important, but we don't know the extent of damage, and we do have to do monitoring of the area to see visible effects of the habitat itself.
The mangroves in the Petitrew Lagoon, which was already experiencing dieback, now has oil clinging to its roots. According to Alvin Douglas, who was the first person to dive the reef and identify the vessel, there is also damage on the reef at Cove.
It overturned in the Atlantic and it actually dragged into that reef. And that reef area was heavily impacted by it.
In this never-before-seen underwater footage, the reef is littered with debris from the wreck. While experts are unable to properly assess the damage, Lambeau fishermen are experiencing the impact.
The catches have been minimum. We ain't really catching nothing. All the bottom fish like the lobsters, all this stuff have gone. Right now, a pound of lobster is $100 a pound.
Lobster was previously sold at $25 per pound. Krishna Thomas said flying fish is also scarce.
Down to the Bajan boats them out there, them complaining the same way. Them not catching nothing. We used to get now one kingfish in the rush. Right now, we ain't getting that again.
Sightings of turtles have decreased as well.
Even the great lionfish, you're not even seeing them around. And you be seeing plenty of them, plenty.
The only fish which seems to still be in the area is cavali, but fishermen are experiencing problems in capturing bait.
Sometimes we used to go right down there, so right behind we back here, so and catch a bait. And we go right out there. And we catch a little 300 pounds or 400 pounds, and we full up 2 cooler of fish. And we come back in and we sell we fish one time.
They now have to travel further distances to catch bait and then journey approximately 40 miles out to sea to catch fish that are normally found within a few miles off the shore.
When you do your maths, it's about $2,000 in fully expense to go out there, to catch fish, to come back here.
Before it would cost them approximately
$300.
On April 12th, the All Tobago Fisher Folk Association ATFA submitted a claim for over $12 million in damages. However, the costs continued to mount. Additionally, some of the fishermen are unable to use their vessels because they were either damaged after getting caught in the oil or while assisting authorities when placing oil booms around the area. At first, President Curtis Douglas said the livelihoods of the fishermen are severely impacted.
This is the fault of some reckless person who decided, right, to overturn the vessel and abscond from it, and all up to now no one cannot be arrested or to be jailed for it.
Neither the THA nor central government has offered the fishermen compensation, except for a food card worth $1,000 TT. Instead, the government is in the process of submitting claims to the International Oil Pollution Compensation Fund. Additionally, they are hoping to track down those responsible for the oil spill to file legal claims. What the government knows is that the Gulfstream was being towed from Panama to Guyana by the Solo Creed. It is unclear what happened as the vessels were nearing Trinidad and Tobago, but they became separated. The Gulfstream drifted to Tobago, while the Solo Creed was last detected via AIS tracking on February 5th and has not been spotted since. Both vessels were sailing under the Tanzanian flag, which is well known as a flag of convenience. This allows vessels to sail without the same regulations as other countries, which, as the Minister of Energy and Energy Industry, Stuart Young, noted, is making the search harder.
It became apparent that, unfortunately, there is a global network of rogue vessels attempting to operate under the law and international obligations.
The circumstances surrounding the questionable registration of vessels sailing under a flag of convenience with no clear owner suggest involvement in sanctioned fuel trading, which operates under a veil of secrecy. Global Financial Integrity estimates that the illegal fuel trade is valued at least between US $5.2 billion and US $11.9 billion annually.
Meanwhile, there is little solace for Lambeau fishermen whose livelihoods were affected by the oil.
It hard. It real hard.
I am Kandace Jackson, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.